Hey guys, as most of you know, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Direct has made ripples on the internet as of late. I just wanted to give you my stream of consciousness kind of take on things I'm most excited for, so here are 7 key takeaways. Now, just for some background, my history with the series seems to be mostly bare compared to most people. I wouldn't consider myself diehard by any means. Most of my fond memories with the series has been Fire Emblem released on the Game Boy Advance. This featured Lynn, Hector, and Eliwood, names burned into my memory as far as the series goes. And then I would jump to my favorite title, Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS. Fast forward to modern games, Three Houses was a very nice return to form for me. I very much love how they expanded and capitalized on the relationships and interactions in that game. I grew a fondness for practically every member from my school. And I also like the 3 branching storylines. Fortune's Weave seems to be making a return for a lot of these features, so I'm very much looking forward to this specific title and my return to the series, starting with Fortune's Weave. Now, we have 4 characters to choose from, all connected by that one avatar character. In this title's case, mysterious hero Ishmael. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, they've done this already, what's the big deal? Well, there is one, and it's known as the Raven's Purge.
The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic game.
Here it allows you to switch storylines on the fly. I love this because I can easily map out the bigger picture of the story and not have to start a new game by doing so. So I can see how each storyline is interwoven into the other. I think Intelligent Systems has done this to respect the player's time. Because let's all be honest here, it's a Fire Emblem game. We're going to be hooked to most likely more than one of the protag portrayals. So this is a very welcome feature.
Any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the...
To segue into the next point, I'm loving how each character really has distinctive looks, and I think Intelligent System is making a brave and bold venture here into new skin tones, shifting away from the traditional European medieval settings of previous titles, and drawing heavily on classic Mediterranean civilizations and Iberian aesthetics. I'm really loving the settings of sand and tropics. All the characters look very cool to me.
Beautiful.
A seemingly fresh feature that was introduced in the Direct is the kind of open format world map they included, which at the cost of time currency, you can explore the map outside the main hub, and this features many locations such as dungeons you can explore, towns where you can recruit and meet merchants. Also, a strange decision to include random encounter battles in this feature. I'm kind of iffy on this one, only because I don't want Fire Emblem to turn into something that it's not. It's already got its tried and true formula, so this seems like a slight deviation. Fingers crossed that's not the case, but yeah, this is in here. Now back to game mechanics.
A burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a...
The blaze art animations are shaping up to look so cool, and to have such a profound effect on the gameplay in terms of a risk and reward system. To be specific, certain characters will have a special skill known as blaze arts. At the cost of HP, this informs a powerful ability. Whether that's an area of effect damaging spell or an OP movement spell, anything to spice up the Fire Emblem gameplay is very much welcome. There are also new units introduced, such as Shido, a cool brand new sword class, and a freaking elephant rider class, which is super welcome.
Gladiators excel in handling weapons.
Back to a mechanic that was capitalized in Three Houses, the support routes and conversations and the extent in which you can recruit new characters is something I'm very much looking forward to. What crazy territory could they possibly go into with this one? Are you going to be able to marry, have offspring, interesting interactions like Three Houses' whimsical tea time? I really hope they go all chips in this feature, so we can have a better idea of each character's MO and personality, as well as memeable situations. So, Intelligent Systems, here's your chance to have the internet obsess over your characters for years to come again. Don't mess this up. Now I mentioned the avatar for this title, Ishmael. A huge kind of nitpick I had with the other Fire Emblem titles was that the customization of the main character seemed to be a little bare. With Ishmael's customization options, this does not seem to be the case. From screenshots leaked online, it does seem like Ishmael in the trailer is a blank slate for what appears to be huge possibilities for personalization in the looks, color palette, hair design, skin tone. This will very much immerse the player and myself and have a self-insert in the form of customization for your main protag. The last thing I'm very much excited for is kind of a cop-out, but it's just being back into the Fire Emblem community and fanboying over my favorite character or ship with my other fellow Fire Emblem friends. Three Houses was such a fond memory for me because I formed such a nice friend group over all of these implications, such as how badass Dimitri looked after the timescale, and just debating who was the best girl, or which house was the most supreme. I even grew a fascination for the cosplay community, and how each person interpreted their favorite character.
My depression, clinical. My vibes, abysmal. My heart, broken beyond repair.
This series just gives birth to so many amazing things within the community. So yeah, this would be my last point. All in all, guys, these are my 7 things I'm most excited for when it comes to Fire Emblem's Fortune's Weave. As a kind of countdown to release, I will be doing live Let's Plays of the Radiance titles, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. I've been highly recommending trying these supposed peak titles. Please feel free to join me on Twitch. But until the next video, guys, let me know what feature or detail you are most excited for in the upcoming Fire Emblem title. And like always, guys, stay fresh and take care.
Which path will you walk?